Hiya, I'm going to be critiquing seasidebeautybox.com. Okay, first thing I notice, this header is one towards the left of your site, um, and it's like, I really like the header, but it seems it's not very fluid, like with the background. It kind of just looks like you've stuck like a rectangle on top of a green background. Um, but I do really like the header, so maybe you could either I would make that the full size of the top of your blog, or maybe test some different colours behind it, like maybe white might be better. I'm just not sure how well these colours go together. Um, but yeah, if you could have that full size and then maybe like overlap that bit with these icons, that would be quite nice, I think. I like that you've got your social media icons right at the top, easy to see. Your navigation bar is quite not really much of a navigation bar, is it? It's just a lot of like links to different places on your site. There's no home button for a start, and I know your header does take you back home, but it's quite nice as well because it's quite a bit further down to have a home button as well. These seem to be, do these link to the actual blog posts? Okay, so I don't know. I would personally put maybe like subscription boxes or beauty subscription boxes as one of your navigation bar titles. Then as a drop down, you could have like Elf, Beauty Army, Birchbox, or I'm not really a makeup person, so I don't know what's what, but kind of categorize them like that. And then you could have sub drop downs. So then to the right, it would come off with like you could do subscription boxes, Elf, Birchbox, whatever. And when you hover over each one, then it could have the individual ones come up next to it, if that makes sense. Then you've got like win makeup and stuff. There's quite a lot of these giveaways in the navigation bar on their own. Okay, this one's ended, so I wouldn't keep that in the navigation bar. Yeah, you've got a few giveaways. I would put a giveaway title and then have a drop down again with the or current giveaways, and then the ones that are still open. Things like this just take up space in your navigation bar, and it's really hard to look through. It's just, I don't know, I find it a bit distracting. There's so many things everywhere. And your contact, sponsor, disclaimer, they should probably, it'll be more, what's the word? They're usually like to the top, like left and all together, so that it's easy for people to find and it's easy for PR companies to find as well. So that's just, also if you made it like extend the whole width, it might they might fit in there a little bit better. I'm just gonna have a look at your sidebar. So I don't know why it says hello and then it says sign up for the newsletter. I'll probably change that to something else, or else put like an about section where it says hello. I'd also maybe change the wording of that to make it a bit more enticing for people to sign up. Like, I don't know, I'm not very good at this, but you know, would you like the best beauty news ever sent to you every week? Or do you know what I mean? Rather than sign up for my newsletter. Yeah. And then an advert and some space. Another advert. And oh, here's your about section. Okay. That's good. I might break that up into a couple of small paragraphs rather than having this big chunk of text. What's this? Men's shoes. I'm not sure what that has to do with reviewing products. Maybe you reviewed men's shoes, I'm not sure. Subscription boxes. And that's men's shoes as well. Okay. So these are obviously adverts. I can see the info links. I don't think info links is very good. It's kind of, I don't know, kind of annoying as a reader to be trying to like read, or you think that's linking to another a blog post or a page or something relevant, and then it comes up with this sort of thing. It would kind of put me off, to be honest. And there's another hello. I would probably only have one hello with the about page, not one with the subscription thing. And I would move the about section to the top, especially before these adverts, because I'm seeing adverts before I even get to about me. A small advert's fine, but these like long ones that you have to scroll through, some people might not even make it to this bit, which is really more interesting than adverts. So what's this? Another advert? The search bar. That's fine. I would move that to the top, like literally to the right of the top of your sidebar. Kind of gets lost between all the like the adverts and things. This looks like RSS subscribers. I'm not sure why there's two. Oh, one of them you can subscribe to comments. I don't know why. It's got no text, so some people might not know what that is. I would definitely put a header or some text there, so it's kind of in context. More adverts, adverts, more adverts, more adverts. I'm not sure what that is. I've seen it on a lot of blogs. I think it's like a PR thing. I don't know what that is. This, you need to check like your adverts and things have the pictures like updated. Otherwise you'll get these like little question marks. And maybe you can configure your ad so that if the ad that you've chosen doesn't display, it can display a different ad rather than this little question mark. I'm not sure what this is. I think it's the same as your navigation bar. I'm not sure why you have it twice. I'd probably just put like your about and contact and sponsors and stuff. And then stack counter, another picture that needs to be fixed. And these could probably go with the what's it called, swerve. They could probably all go together rather than like in separate places. Okay, I'm gonna go to the top. I've also noticed you don't actually have an about page that I can see. This is like the whole thing. I would definitely have an about page. From that about page you can link people to like your most popular posts. You can talk about like PR stuff if you want, give a little more depth to your site, and I don't know, it's nice. When I go to a blog, quite often I like to look at the about page first, and I know a lot of PR companies do as well. And especially if your little about blurb is this far down the page, I would definitely recommend having an about page. So what's this? Is this more info links? You have a lot of adverts, I have to say, throughout your site. Let's go home. Okay, so so you have adverts here as well on the left. Right. Wow. So on your homepage you have even more adverts all down this column. I think your adverts take up more of the space on your blog than your actual blog posts. It's probably something I wouldn't recommend. Doesn't look great. I mean, you might earn a lot of money from all these adverts, but in terms of like long-term like relationships with brands, and I don't know, like building a community, things like that, people don't really want to generally come on a website that's just got like adverts all over it. Um, and I'm not trying to be harsh or anything. I'm just being honest. Um, your blog posts are displayed nicely. I like this font. I would probably change the underline because it looks a bit strange with the font because it only underlines like sections of it. So I'd either change the underline to, when you hover, change the colour slightly maybe, or change the font. But I do like that font, and it's okay to read. It's not easy, but it's not too hard. It's okay. This font's much clearer. Okay, your pictures. I would probably try and make sure the actual stuff is in focus in the middle of your pictures, because there's a lot like this background stuff that's quite distracting, and it's hard to actually see the products, which I don't know if you're reviewing it or something, so that might be nice. I would also just look at like maybe have a space between the picture and the text. It seems like there's no like formatting. More info links. Yep. Um, so I'll try, rather than just having like info links everywhere, I'll try and have some links to your own um, posts or categories, like put in your actual blog post, kind of like cross link. Um, yeah, share buttons, that's good. I would probably try and change some of the uncategorized and actually do like proper categories, and then you could do the tags. So you could put in categories, you could put like review, and then in the tags, what are you what are you reviewing? So you're reviewing like hand cream, soap, things like that. Another review. Again, just look at the formatting, like leave spaces. Try and break up some of the big paragraphs, maybe. Probably change your links to something a bit more readable. Like you could say buy them from Amazon, and then just have that as a link rather than this big link. That's fine. Lists are good. Bullets are good. Just remember the spaces like between. That's quite good as well. Have that there. So yeah, I would definitely say sort out your navigation bar. Just tidy it up, make it look less like distracting, like so much stuff in it. Make sure the things that are there are actually like active. You don't want people clicking, finding competitions that finished, and then thinking, what was the point? Why am I on this blog? These, I'm not sure. Oh, that's good. Look, that one comes up and it tells you, look, it must be a blog post for that glossy box. But these don't come up with anything, and they don't have like any writing or information. They just look like little pictures. So it's a bit confusing. And also when you hover over them, you can see your image, what you've saved your images as, like photo one and blah blah blah. I would change them to actual names, like this photo. If this is like a glossy box thing, change the photo to glossy box September 2014 .jpeg or whatever, or the title of the image rather. That's it really. I mean, the site looks really good. I just, the adverts is probably the main thing. The adverts and navigation are probably the main things for me. I would make your blog post, if I click on a blog post, is it bigger? Okay, that's better. That's a good size. So I would have that, like that sort of size on the main page. Wow, look at all these. Are these all info links? That's a lot. That's very distracting when you're reading, especially if you're someone that likes to like move your mouse a lot over it. It's just full of like links. just something to think about. But yeah, I would make that wider and less adverts, and maybe there's like a gap, I think, because of that one. So if you're gonna have that column, then keep it like narrow adverts, not wide ones, because it pushes that column over, and then your blog's just so narrow, these posts. So that's the main thing, and then obviously like an about page and stuff. That's fine. I don't know why it's all squished. I would probably make these bigger, a bit more room to type in. I mean, even this has info links. I don't think you need to do that on like the contact page. I don't know. Sponsor. I think you could have more information on this page. Okay, you've got information for your stats, but like what sort of opportunities are you looking for? You've got like giveaways, codes, ad space, but like maybe just go into some information like why would they want to put them on your website? Um, like what do you offer? Like what's the benefit in it for them? What sort of things would you have on your blog? Which things wouldn't you have? Just some more information really for them to read. And that's it really. That's the main thing. So that comes up first, that's fine. This, you need to put a site description because it's just coming up with your like latest post. So yeah, if you put a site description there and someone searches and it comes up with your site, it's more incentive for them to click onto your site by seeing a bit more information about your site, and what sort of like posts you write, and things. Anyway, I hope that helped. I didn't want to be too harsh, but I don't know. I tried to put it as nicely as possible. I just want to be constructive, that's all. But good luck anyway with your site.